So I had a talk with my children for the first time in a while today, but politically, one thing that came up, my second oldest daughter is a teenager, and told me at one time I told her something about, that she has an agenda about this LGBT thing, and I don't believe I said that, but I did say, at least in one video back then, is that there is a gay agenda in Hollywood and in music. It's been well discovered. You look up, just look up Pandora's Box Hollywood, or something like that. Pandora's Box Hollywood Party, something like that. So there's some keywords you can look up, but it's well known that they do have these, very homosexually based rituals in the entertainment industry. To level up and to, gain access to certain things, there's some requirements, and usually they have to do with gay acts that, are filmed as probably like blackmail or something, but they do it, and it's well known. That's one agenda I would probably talk about. One that I didn't know about till recently was the National Organization of Women. In 1969, the founder, Kate Millett, had a meeting with other women, including her sister Mallory, and their consensus was that they need to have a cultural revolution, number one, and the ways they're going to achieve it is to destroy the patriarch by destroying the family so that they can recreate America a different way. So to basically dismantle, the way Mallory Millett described it was that she said they wanted nothing less than to dismantle the fabric of society. And so that's an agenda. That was 1969, Kate Millett, Mallory Millett, National Organization for Women's meeting. I'll post a link for history. You can see that in the description. So I do think that there is some, and you'll see the reasons why, the methods they were going to take: promoting promiscuity, ending monogamy, promoting homosexuality to destroy the American family. That kind of thing is what they said they were going to do in 1969. That was their agenda. And it was an agenda. They, planned it out. They laid out their goal, and then they made a plan to achieve it. And I think we've got some of that fallout from that agenda going on in our culture today. And I resist it. I don't agree with it. I do respect my kids. I don't believe there's a third gender, so I believe in he and she. It's hard for me to do they. I don't believe it, so it's hard for me to say it. It's like, it's not what I was taught. It's not what makes sense to me. I don't know of any other species changing their gender. I don't know that anybody has actually ever successfully changed their gender in the world. Like, gender is usually divided by chromosomes, XX or XY. According to Bill Nye in the 90s, and according to Mr. Rogers in the 80s, that's how we grew up. XY, man, XX, woman. There's two genders, there's male and female. This is what in my religion, my Christian beliefs, at least my beliefs in Gnosis and Christ, Gnostic Christianity, I believe there's male and female. I think it's like Exodus 1:27. God made man and woman, And so that's what I believe. That's not just what I know as a fact in biology, but it's also what I believe, as a faithful man, one who studies Christ and his teachings and other faiths and traditions. That's what I believe, and that's what I know. So it's hard for me to entertain this idea of a third gender. But I said for my kids' sake, because I love them, and I've tried before to be an ally. I've tried to do the pronouns. I've always stood up for gay rights on YouTube, to defend them from overturning gay marriage in California. I admonished the Mormons for trying to fund that back in 2008, saying, leave the gays alone. The government went after you for your religious practices, your marital practices, and now you're trying to attack the gays for their marital practices. So in 2008, I asked the Mormons to back off of that. So I've always been a supporter and an ally But when I'm forced to do it, when it's like you use pronouns or else, like, then I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be bullied into it. I'll do it if I want to do it. You know, make it compelling to me, for fuck's sake. Not this ultimatum of, you're canceled if you don't. That was crazy to me. I'm really trying to be a dad to my kids, and apparently it takes these new pronouns to get access. So I will try my hardest.